Hopefully there's enough light in here. Our windows are kind of fogged up today. It's cool in here and hot and humid outside and raining. But look who's out. On her own free will, she is out. Hey Larry. Everybody's had dinner and had their water. I don't know if we changed the water in here yet or not, but they made a mess out of the water. But they've got clean litter boxes and full bellies. So now it's time to run around and act crazy. As I came in, I was walking over here towards the tunnel and Percy came charging out of it and ran right into my foot. He seems to be fine though. I guess it sounded worse than it was. He didn't yelp or run away crying or anything, so I guess he's fine. Melanie always says that they're indestructible, and right now they're blurry. There we go. Hello, Hank. Hello, Hank. Let's see if I can hold this and not have it in the shot. There we go. I probably should have plugged that lamp in, but this will do for now. Melanie may plug it in when she comes in here. So we got these guys on the Paws of Alabama Pet Finder page today. I've got a lead on another person who potentially wants a kitten. I just have not had time to follow up with it today, but I will call them and look into that tomorrow. I didn't put Stella on Pet Finder yet just because I want a little more time to work with her and get her acclimated and see how she turns out now that she's fixed, and if we can hopefully get her comfortable being out all the time. I don't know, it's just something about the daylight hours. She likes to hide in that little thing right there and sleep all day. It's just what she does. But that's okay. I mean, that wouldn't turn me off with adopting a cat. If they just wanted to hide and sleep during the day and come out at night, that's fine. But other people might want a more social cat. So we'll see how she turns out. She's definitely a little more open to coming out now than she used to be before she got fixed. I mean, it used to be even now she would stay hidden, but when she hears us making the food in the afternoon, she's already out walking around. And I think, Larry, you said you saw her, I saw her this weekend in the hammock, which she'd never done. So hopefully she's making progress. I mean, you guys have got this thing all tattered up. But that's all right.
Uh-oh, Stella.
Stella's making a hiss.
Hey, Stella. She just always hisses when we come in.
Yeah, she hadn't quite broken that habit. I was just talking about how she's out a little more frequently now than she used to be.
She's happy to have me petting her and paying attention to her, but apparently coming in the door is still...
Well, she still hisses at me too, and I've been feeding her for 3 years. And I caught a glimpse of another small cat outside, I guess I would say kitten. It's either a kitten or a very tiny cat, and it was at the feeder outside, and it was scurrying away as I pulled back in, coming back from lunch. And it was moving so fast, I didn't get to see what color it was. It's a dark color anyway. But it was running as fast as it could into the bushes when I came back, and I looked around for it a minute and never saw it. Did you change their water or not? Okay, you did change it. They just got something in it already. I wasn't sure if it had been changed. But this one loves attention. Don't you, Hank? And I think I told you all yesterday that I have to buy new shoelaces because I went to tie my shoes yesterday, and all the abuse has finally been too much for them to take. Both shoes, one of them snapped. No, you can't do it anymore. And they got introduced to a vacuum cleaner today, not by choice, but we've been buying these big 40-pound bags of litter, and when I try to, I normally just empty the old litter into a trash bag, and then I'll fill up the litter boxes from the bag, and then dump what's left in the bag in the bucket. And as I was doing it today, the lid closed as I was pouring it, and a bunch of it went on the floor. I got up most of it, but all the stuff that got ground in the carpet had to be vacuumed up, and these guys don't like the vacuum cleaner. And they didn't run under the desk and stay hidden for hours or anything, but they scurried away and stared at me. Even Stella was out when I did it, and she never went under the desk to hide.
Little miss.
Hmm?
She always has to take a nap after she eats.
You're getting big, Lionel.
He's been big.
Well, he's getting bigger. So they're 10 weeks now?
Yeah, 10 weeks yesterday.
2 more weeks, and they will have their last shots and be spayed and neutered. And hopefully my rig job up there with putting tape on the back of the camera has worked, but somebody jumped on the desk, and I know who it was. It was him, and repositioned the camera. But hopefully at least they can't take it loose anymore. I'm probably going to have to keep this one at 20 minutes today. I've got some work I have to do when I get home, and I have to be at my computer a little before 7. So I'm trying to watch the clock today.
Baby in there. Why? I'm trying to do that again.
I wanted to get a close-up on him, and he's just running back and forth.
What are you doing? Look at him.
Who? He's chasing his shadow,
Hiding in the
or somebody's shadow. Are you trying to get my hand? Yeah, I don't know if you'd ever be very successful trying to walk these on a leash.
We have a harness and leash at home, but we haven't been
Yeah.
very successful with ours.
Whenever we've tried to put our cats in a harness, they just lay down. They don't really.
Not Mabel. Mabel goes insane. He gets very mad about you putting it on her or taking it off, so
Hey, Hank.
like hisses and flails around and
Where's Wilson?
I'm gonna climb over there, I think. First he's in there.
Wilson. Trying to pay extra attention to Wilson and get him over his nervousness. Hello, Wilson. But he always greets me in the morning and talks to me.
What you doing, Lionel?
I think he'll be just fine though.
Come out. See the fuzz things. They're tearing that whole tunnel up.
Yeah.
And fuzz all off of it. You want such a silly bite. Me too.
This guy's not nervous anymore though.
Hank.
Yeah.
Hank is second biggest character next to Percy.
I wish we could get our cats to walk on the leash. I have one cat that, well, actually two cats that now they will dart out the door if you don't watch.
Yeah, Mabel's one of them, and she's the one who has a fit when you try and put the harness on her. And Salem, I've been okay with Salem on it before.
Yeah, both of our long-haired cats,
For whatever reason.
they want to be indoor, outdoor, and we're not having that.
Too dangerous.
The younger of the two used to just kind of walk out on the back patio and he wouldn't run away from you, but now he's wised up to when he runs out, he knows you're coming after him, so he just walks further and further away, trying to do his own thing. Maybe one day we'll either have a catio or a screened-in porch where they can at least feel the outside air and hear the birds and all of that. Alright, well, we're at 12 minutes here. I guess we'll go in the other room, and as I say, I've got to get out of here in about 15 minutes, so gotta keep this one a little short.
We did have 3 yesterday, so.
That's true. Clara is already in the room because she will steal their food. Speaking of, I need to sit their food down so I don't forget to do it when I leave. But she always steals Lily and Stumpy's food if I don't pick it up while she's out here. Nope, 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 nope. Denied. Here's George and Doc. And Lorraine is over there. Clara is here. And maybe we can get them to come sit in the brightest part of the room. Maybe.
Not supposed to take your mom's.
We got a couple of texts today from Maggie's new mom. And she says Maggie is doing well.
What are you doing?
She is eating and using the litter box. They have a Florida room on the front of their house, and she said she was just going to let her stay in there first couple of days and excuse me, until she's acclimated to the house and make sure she's getting to the litter box and all that stuff, and after a couple of days she will have the run of the house. I told her she probably wouldn't have any problem with the litter box issue. Maggie's never made a mess on the floor or anything like that here, so I don't know why that would change. Well, I guess it just depends on your cat. We like the high back ones, so when they get in there and dig and kick around, they don't scatter as much litter all over the floor. Hey, the rain. But some cats are picky. Just depends on the cat, but if you start them with that, then they probably won't have an issue. I mean, a small kitten might have a little bit of trouble getting in one with the high walls like that, but
Yeah, we have lower sided ones for when they were littler. And then as they got big enough to use the bigger one like their mom was, we switched them out. We have a bunch like that at the house. Not exactly like that.
I would love to have a self-cleaning litter box, but
We need like.
hey, Connie. But we have no experience with the self-cleaning or the ones that go over the toilet or any of that stuff. We've just always had traditional litter boxes.
Toilet ones are to help train me to go in the toilet eventually. And we've never tried that. Maybe if you only have one cat, that'd be easier to.
I don't know what it is, but if somebody's like right here, it kills the Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, sorry.
We also, I sent an email to Marty's owners today, just because I forgot to last week, or
What?
actually the week before, when we had Stella's kittens. Or was it? No, it was these kittens. When we had these kittens down at the vet to get their last boosters and their rabies vaccination, Marty was at the vet having his neuter done. So I got to see him. He was telling me very bad connection, maybe he won't cut me off, but so I got to see him down there, and I emailed her and I told her that I saw him, and I didn't know if he recognized me, but he was still really sweet. Excuse me, I keep having to clear my throat. Got all that litter dust in my lungs from pouring it out earlier. But she said he's doing good, and she sent us a picture.
Are you gonna go somewhere besides on my back?
There he goes. Yeah, Doc has been teaching that trick to the other ones, because they're all starting to do that now. If you have to bend over to do something, they're standing on your back. I would love to leave Clara out in the main room at night because she loves to be out there, and I could do it if the other two cats would just eat all of their food. If they don't eat all of her food and she's out there, she eats it all, and she really doesn't need a can and a half of food all by herself.
They eat a different food, and she's decided she doesn't like the kitten food anymore. That happened last year too.
Yeah, all of our cats, and even a couple we've got at home now, they just decided, I don't like this anymore. And I don't blame them, because the kitten food only has, or the Authority brand, PetSmart brand, there's only one flavor of the kitten food, and it's like chicken and liver or something. I wouldn't eat it either. What's up, George? Or who is that? Is that Doc?
Yeah, right there. He knows her dish is up there with a little bit of food in it.
They didn't even eat their own food. Are you tired of chicken and liver too? To my knowledge, no, they can't overdose on catnip, but catnip doesn't really have much of an effect on smallish kittens. I don't know, they may be old enough to where it would do something for them, but...
And it all depends on the cat, too, as to whether they're affected and how they're affected. Like, all of ours at home act slightly different with it.
This isn't much of a close-up stream. You guys are just running around doing your own thing. You come to change it, Doc. You know, it's not a close-up stream unless you come over here. George. And this guy, every time you open the door, well, tell your friends never to come to our house then. 4 is nothing.
We had only 4 cats once upon a time.
We had only 1 cat once upon a time.
I had only 1 cat.
Well, when we got married, we had 1 cat, and shortly after we had 1 dog. And then there became, was it 2 dogs before 2 cats, or was it 2 cats and then 2 dogs?
2 dogs and then 2 cats.
So 2 dogs and 2 cats, and then cat multiplication effect started to happen.
We had a few years where it was just 2 dogs and 2 cats. Was it until 2013?
I don't know when you brought Murray home.
It was like 4 years. 4 years where it was just 2 dogs, 2 cats.
But then there was Murray, and then there was Oscar, and then there was Mabel, and then there was Salem, and Binks, and then Tabby. None of it was planned. But that's just how it worked. I'm trying to make this interesting, and they just keep running around.
Kara.
Stop. Well, I'm sure that's probably a real psychological condition. There's a name for it, I'm sure, but I don't know what it is. There's a show we watch where one of the guys is, what is that, Impractical Jokers, that Sal is terrified of cats. Clara. Clara. Claire's staying over there because she wants to be close to the door when we walk out. So
That's where George learned it.
Yeah. This is her trick. Well, if I just sit here and act like I'm just chilling out, they'll never know that I'm going to run out when the door opens. I'm on to her.
Want to play with 2 at the same time?
I think she might have already knocked one toy back there. Behind the litter box. I don't know what Doc is doing.
That's that little rattling. No?
He was, oh, okay, there's one of those foam balls over there. I thought he was
playing with that one.
I thought he was playing with the food. She's just waiting on just the right moment.
Take his toy.
So yeah, we've got new flyers for Stella's Kittens, new flyers for these guys. I have not taken the flyers for Stella's Kittens to the vet to hang up yet. I've got to try to do that soon. Not that they're ready to be adopted yet, but if somebody wants to adopt one, at least they can go ahead and throw their name in the hat. But as I say, it's 6:26 and I need to put a wrap on this and get home and have my computer in front of me and ready to do what I need to do tonight, unfortunately. And it starts at 7 o'clock, so no rest for the weary. I don't think there's anything else to
That was awesome.
to update.
Watch. Maybe we'll do it again.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Connie.
Let's teach you to do tricks.
Thank you, Leatherface. And anybody else that's watching that's not talking, we appreciate it. We will do it again tomorrow, same time. Thursday will probably be later in the evening, but tomorrow we'll plan on another 5:30 or 6. Shouldn't have as much to do tomorrow. Changing on the litter boxes and all that took a bit of time today, so we'll do it again tomorrow. And thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you then.